Hey guys, it's Justin back with an engineer's perspective, and today I wanted to do a video about my top 10 tools. These are just my favorite tools right now as of the middle of May 2022. Most of these made it in by just the amount that they get used. You know, even though something might be my favorite tool, if it doesn't get used a lot, it doesn't get included in this sort of a list. So these are kind of top 10 by the usefulness, how much they're getting used, and how effective they are in use. So I'm just going to roll right into it. So number 10 is this set of Weehaw bits. Picked this up at Lowe's like a month ago, and wow, do I love this little set. So you can see it's the long impact bits. I believe these are the made in Vietnam bits there, not the German made ones, but I'll tell you, these are definitely a cut above the rest. But what I really like is this nifty holder they got here. I will say the spring in here is a little bit weak. I've dropped it a couple times and it's not what it used to be, but you don't need the spring to lock it, so it's not a big deal. But I'll just stick this in my, jeans pocket or my shirt pocket or whatever it is. And whenever I'm doing a job, this pretty much covers me. I've got a T30, 25, 20, square 1 and 2, and Phillips 1 and 2. The only one I don't really use is the Phillips number 1. But this covers me. When I've got this on me, I've always got the bit I need, and these are really, really good bits. You can see that T25 has seen a lot of use. So really, really enjoy that compact, small package of quality bits with a little bit of reach, quick access. Love it. Next up are the Klein D2048s. You can see they're the angle dikes they've got, high leverage. It's the extra hardened one for their, or a heavy duty, I think they call it, the blue handles. Love these things. They cut like beasts. And the big thing is that angle. Man, the way you can pry with these if you need to has been fantastic. So many jobs of pulling staples and nails and cutting through things and getting into spaces. Just love these things. Cut like butter. Some of the best cutters I've got. Love these Klein tools. Good action. Made in USA. Love them. Next up, the Stud Buddy. Now, I'm sure many people have been on the magnetic stud finder train for a long time. I got on it a couple months ago, and I barely use my old school beeping stud finder anymore. The Stud Buddy, it's so light, it's so fast, and it just works fantastic. So, love the Stud Buddy. They're like 10 bucks. Next up are my Knipex forged wire strippers. So my absolute first impressions of these were, I don't know if I'm gonna like them. Didn't think there was enough leverage on these jaws for twisting. Just wasn't sure if I was really gonna like them, but boy, have I grown to adore these things. And specifically, it's these in conjunction with the Wagos. These would not be on this list if it wasn't for me switching over to using the Wago 221s instead of wire nuts. So that's a combo deal right there. And the intricacies of how they've designed this jaw up front with the little bit of texture on the front teeth, the bump out in the back, the kind of loop section there, the kind of indicating like high spots, the way the cutter is, the non-threading bolt cutting tool. Love the comfort grips, the fact that they're a little bit wide but not too wide. Just there's a state of like flow I can get into when doing electrical work when I use these that no other tool has given me yet. And when I'm working with the Wagos, this can't twist more than like a 2 pair really. When I'm working with these, it's not a problem. It's so fast and it just like working with my body. I really love those with the Wagos. Next up is this guy. The Dewalt DCL050 work light. I believe the max output is 500 lumens. It's super bright. You can angle it to look up, angle it to look down. You've got the super nifty hook. Really enjoy it. That's where I keep my off-brand 5 amp hour battery. It's been in a lot of nasty, dirty places, gotten wet, been in attics, all kinds of stuff. It does great. It's super bright, and you can always point it at what you like. Love that. It's just great to have such good light. I will say this mechanism isn't ideal and will probably wear out over time, but for now, that still works. Love having access to such good, bright light. Next up on the list is this guy. So this is the Dewalt DCF887. This is their kind of high-end XR impact driver. And man, I was using Dewalt's lowest end brushed impact before that, and that tool had more power than my than this Milwaukee M12 fuel. This is just a standard. It had more power than this, so I was like, okay, I mean, that's good enough. But I gave that to my brother-in-law, and I got myself this, and this has blown my mind. Holy crap. It is so much smoother. It's so much more powerful. Oh my goodness. I love it. Compact and light, and I love that huge feature for me is I need a collet that you can stick it in there. That I need. But what I love is when it ejects it too. It's one thing I really dislike about the Milwaukee M12 Impact. So just the power, the speed, the everything. This thing pretty much lives in speed 2 because speed 3, it means you're getting freaking after it. Next tool up on the list, third Dewalt tool in a row, the vacuum, DCV517. It's so freaking convenient. And you know, a lot of these style of vacuums that aren't a tool brand have the built-in batteries. When it dies, it's a pain in the butt. Being able to swap out these 20-volt batteries and these 5 amps last freaking forever makes it so slick. Wet, dry, it's super easy to empty out the half-gallon box here. Super easy to clean out the filter, easy to flick the switch on and off when you're holding it. You can use it like this. You can pull the hose off. I wish I had a hose extension for it because this doesn't reach too far, but love it. Absolutely love it. It's so nice for doing jobs in the house, and you can just quickly clean up as you go instead of forgetting that you left a mess or whatever. Love this thing. All right, third has gotta be my 24-inch Stabila level. Specifically this one with the rubber handles and these rubber feet. So you can see these are soft rubber. And I believe you can buy these inserts if you have one that doesn't come with them. I'm not sure on that. But you can see how on one side they protrude and one side they don't. Super slick, because sometimes you want to be able to stick this up against a wall, and when you get it just right and you just push down on it and those feet just grip right into the wall and it does not move. And it makes it so much easier to get that perfect straight line. Not to mention the way Stabila does their vials here, their levels, it's way easier to get it dead straight. It's not the same as just your cheap, inexpensive level. Trust me, it's fantastic. You know, robust, awesome, getting the straightest, you know, shelves and everything like that I've ever gotten with this baby right here. Love the Stabila level. Next up is in here. Is not all these bits, but specifically 1/4-inch shank drill bits. These particular Milwaukee ones that are titanium coated, not sure if these exact ones are my favorite, but just the 1/4-inch hex shank on drill bits has changed my life. I knew it was going to. I don't use them for everything, but like 80% of the time, it's what I use. You know, you can just pop them right into your impact, zip stuff on this impact. You can, and when you even think about this, like when you've got a regular drill like Robertson chuck, and let's say you do a 1/8 inch pilot hole, and then a 3/16 and then a 3/8 whatever, drilling through steel or something, I don't know. Like that 1/8 inch, you have to then adjust the chuck to the 3/16, and you have to adjust it again to the 3/8. Even in a Robertson chuck, you just slightly loosen, take one out, stick the next one in, tighten. It's not all the loosening and tightening anymore. Even with that, it's faster, not to mention having something with a collet. It's amazing. It's so fast. I love it, love it, love it. I'm a big fan of drilling pilot holes in most of the things that I work on because that's the best way to get it dead straight on. And on that note, my absolute #1 favorite tool is the Milwaukee installation driver. Love this drill. It's not the most powerful drill out there, that's for sure, but it's got plenty of it. Odds are it will do the thing you're asking it to, especially if you do drill a pilot hole. But I love the feel of it, choking up high on it. I love having the mechanical clutch. Love being able to throw fasteners up here, though I wish the magnet was stronger. I like the M12 batteries, nice and light and compact. And then, of course, the exchangeable heads. There's this, there's the offset right angle, and the standard Robertson chuck. And they're just super easy to exchange. Like I said with the 1/4 inch hex, like I just use this collet, switch them out quick. And then when I use it in conjunction, like with these two things, it can be, you know, pilot drill, or it can be, you know, pilot hole, bigger hole. You just using these together makes it so fast and easy. And I just love this thing. It's just compact, light, user-friendly, high-performing. Love this thing. So those are my top 10 tools. I hope you enjoyed, and let me know what your top favorite tools are. Have a good one. Bye.